Yo. Hey, hey. What's up, everybody? Appreciate y'all coming in. Trey, what's up, man? What up, Ghost? Evening. Top of the morning to you. What's up, everybody? It's Real Time with Prince Blue. It's September the 18th. It's supposed to be Ladies' Night, but I renamed it to Thirsty Fridays. Um, maybe we'll get a lady up in here to break up this baseball game we got going on with all the fellas. But hey, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the support I could get. One day we'll get the ladies up in here. They be scared to come up in here because they don't be trying to explain themselves. You know, they all on we're in the what? We're in the what? The period era. Everything they say is period. Like, no, it's not period. Like, no. You can't be wrong and tell somebody period. Like, I'm a I'm asleep with somebody else. Period. Like, no, period doesn't work like that. Like you no. Period is for like when you're like in the right. Like you're like, well, 1 plus 1 is 2. Period. That's it. I don't want to hear nothing else. Then you can use the period. You can't be like, huh, huh, well, Offset. So what? Offset cheated on Cardi B. It don't matter because she's an ex stripper. Period. No, no, that shit. No, no. We have the ability to take shit and totally flip it, good or bad. That's what we do. Um, but everybody, what up? Um, got a couple things I want to talk about. Number one, the disrespect of Doug Peterson again. Eagles getting healthy. Okay, we can deal with that. We need some good news. Uh, One that's near and dear, close to my heart, the BBW slander. Like I'm starting to see it more on social media, and as a card carrying member of the BBW club, that shit. No, I'm like Birdman, and I don't want to have to say it no more. Like y'all gonna stop this bullshit with my BBW. Shout out to all my BBWs. ESP and Frankie, I got your back. You know what up. And then I want to talk about uh the more like just the thirst I'm seeing around the simpage. Trey, you know I'm gonna bring that definition out. The simpage I'm seeing on social media. So let's start with Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson is in the news again, and I hate to give this. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. I hate to give him any ounce of credibility. Tony Pauline, who works for the Pro Football Network, not Pro Football Talk, not Pro Football Focus, not Pro Football Hall of Fame, not Adam Schefter, not Ian Rappaport, not uh Garofolo. Hell, he ain't even Santa Laquito. Some guy named Tony Pauline said he spoke to sources inside the league, not the team, the league. That could be a hot dog vendor. That could be the guy that scoops the shit from the corner of the toilets. That can be a popcorn person, pretzel person. That could be any fucking body. League sources. Anybody underneath the NFL shield is a source. Well, anyway, He said the source said that Doug Pederson has reached his limit. Now, to the people who are listening and can't see my face, I'm making the what the fuck are you talking about face? Like, who are you face? That's what I'm like. Who the fuck is this guy? Like, Ruin, my man Ruin said, any outsider with Eagles talk will get attention from the fan base. Correct. And that's twofold. One, we give a shit about our Eagles. We consume football. I will say it till I'm blue in the face, till I die. There is no, and I mean no, I don't care what fan base, there is no city that has the fan culture as the city of Philadelphia when it comes to sports. This is not a flyby shit. This isn't, oh, whatever. Oh, they're playing. Oh, really? Oh, okay. No, we eat, live, and breathe our sports teams. When they lose, our whole week is fucked up. Like, talk to an Eagles fan on a Monday after a loss. The coffee don't hit right. You're cursing inside the Wawa. Just nothing is right. Nothing is right when the Eagles lose on a Sunday. So, Tony Pauline said Doug Pederson is up to his limit. And I think 90% of the fan base had the same reaction of, number one, who the fuck are you, Tony Pauline? And number two, what does that even mean? Up to his limit. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean he's tired? Does that mean he will never achieve success higher than the Super Bowl, which there is none? The next thing is the Hall of Fame. I mean, what the fuck does that even mean? And then I read the article. It was a whole bunch of nothing. Bullshit. You're a journalist? You wrote that? His whole article was like, a paper is due at 12 a.m. and you forgot and it's 11:50. That's what his paper look. That's what his article looked like. A whole bunch of words to get to a 1,000-word essay. That's exactly what it was. I swear to God, I think I saw he's up to his limit 80 times. So if you got that professor that is used to you writing good shit and don't read your whole paper, just make sure it's formatted, Tony Pauline, you may have gotten away with that. But not the Eagles fans. What the fuck was you talking about? That shit sounded terrible. It read terrible. Like, I'm on the phone with Rosetta Stone right now, like, trying to figure out, like, am I dyslexic? Do I not know what I was reading? Like, what the? I'm calling all my teachers, like, y'all failed me. Like, I couldn't read this. Like, I couldn't understand it. What is it? Like, Doug is up to his limit, teachers, and I couldn't understand the premise. I don't see the thesis. I don't see a comma. Like, what the fuck is this? And you're a sports writer? Oh man. Oh, listen. Journalism is in trouble. Like, if that's it, oh my God. And then of course, Brandon Lee Gouton, if that's his name, because you know he got bitch slapped out of it by John Barchard. He retweeting it and quote tweeted the article and at Tony Pauline. Brandon Lee, I know you've been in a bad mood and you've been sour since you've been bitch slapped. Again. How are you bitch slapped out of your name? It's on your birth certificate, dog. Like, how do you not secure your name? It's copyrighted at birth. Like, he went into a meeting and they was like, yeah, you're not with Bleeding Green Nation anymore. Oh yeah, and by the way, your name's not Brandon Lee Gowton anymore. I don't give a fuck what you call, but you ain't leaving here with Brandon Lee Gowton. That's what happened. So since then, he's joined forces with Jimmy Shitsky, aka Stickman, aka I didn't know drawing black racist figures was bad, and everything is negative. Alshon this, Eagles that. You actually quote tweeted a piece of shit article. That's how bad you're doing. Who would have knew that John Barcher, shout out to John B, old game show host himself, who would have knew that he was the brains behind everything? Because since he's been gone, your shit is trash. Complete trash. Like, I'm like, what is this? Like, what happened? Oh, you think because you got Jimmy Shitsky to come on every now and then that's ups your value? No, it has not. Man, I'm so sick of this Philadelphia media, man. Like, none of you, shout out to my boy Main Event. Like my boy Main Event said, y'all be talking stone cash shit about these athletes, and none of you never played the game. Was so fucking unathletic, you couldn't even join the debate team. How the fuck you can't join the debate team? You just talking. But y'all want to talk about all these athletes. Embiid, Simmons, Wentz, who else? Name an athlete. You want to talk about the coach, Dougie P. Like, none of y'all don't know shit. All you do is read numbers. No, correction. Not all of you. Some of you are really great at your job. Les Bowen, Zach Berman, Shield Kapadia, Mike K, up and comers, Austin Krell, Liam, Chris Afonte, my nephew Pierre. They coming. They hungry. They tired of the old shit. They fresh. They keeping it new. Some of them are not as funny and witty, but they giving you the facts. They giving you good journalism, great articles. Some of you guys go for this little, y'all trying to be a persona first and a journalist second, and y'all personality suck. So the second part, by the time I get to whatever it is you do well, I don't give a shit. ESP, Jimmy Shitsky. I'm not even going to include John McClain because John McClain is a great writer. He's a great journalist. He just has an agenda. He just want to be he just wants to be fucking TMZ Sports so bad. But this whole thing, this whole hard on you have for disrespecting Doug Pederson is pathetic. It's really, really pathetic. Jeff McNegative. Absolutely. Jay, shout out to Jay Bink, my brother. Jay McNegative. Every year before the Eagles season start, he has this hit piece. It's no coincidence, man. Like, this Philadelphia media is fucked. That's why people like me, Last Out Media Network, Justin Henry, Chris Afonte, Big T Will, Stilettos and Pie, Shantae, Reg, Prez, everybody, we just doing our own thing because we sick of hearing the same shit over and over and over and over and over. Find a new stick. It's not hard. It's so easy to pile on Doug. Why? Why? Because he's not an asshole at the press conference. He isn't slim and regal like he isn't big and burly. Y'all overrate Doug Pederson. No, I'm sorry. Y'all underrate Doug Pederson, but overrate Buddy Ryan. Why? Because he laughed. He swung at Jimmy Johnson. What did that get the Eagles? Where did that get Randall Cunningham? Nowhere. He had a Hall of Fame all-time defense. If he would have even hired half an offensive brain, the harness, what was probably the greatest athlete that ever played in the NFL besides Deion, the Eagles probably would have had 2 titles. Y'all overrate that guy, but underrate the guy that took a team to the Super Bowl without their MVP quarterback that was supposed to be the MVP quarterback, their Hall of Fame left tackle, other numerous important injuries all around the field. Y'all underrate that guy who led his team to 41 points against the GOAT and Bill Belichick and the GOAT and Tom Brady. That's who y'all underrate. And all of you, I miss Frank Reich. I miss Frank Reich. Okay, Frank Reich team lost to bums last week too. You still miss him? Y'all act like coaches can't have clunkers. Reed had a lot of clunkers. Hello, Joe Webb. All we had to do was win a Tuesday game against Joe fucking Webb. Lost it. I have this weird thing that I think Philadelphia fans, we hate the person while they're here, but when they're gone, we have remorse, and then that's when we want to appreciate them. No, I miss Andy. No, I miss TJ. No, I miss Covington. Oh, I miss Jimmy Butler. Shut up! God damn. Whining all that. I miss him. Like, what the? God damn. But y'all the same one tweet like, he sucks. He sucks. He sucks. As soon as he leave, damn. Shit, y'all even doing it for fucking coconut oil. Kepler. Just AD. Exactly. Be the same ones. I miss Nick Foles. How's Nick Foles been doing outside of Philadelphia? Somebody answer me real quick. Because it seems like to me, he can't thrive away from Philadelphia. Oh, from Doug Pederson's system. He can't thrive. That system. Interesting. The same guy that y'all think he's not a great offensive mind. He's a great leader of men. Gargano made that shit up because he don't want to give Doug Pederson props for being a smart guy. So he said he's a leader of men. Shut your fat ass up. What have you ever led except yourself to the buffet table? Holding Mitch Trubisky's clipboard. Mitch Trubisky, that guy, that Matt Nagy, if he could, he would put him on a rocket and shoot him to Mars. That guy. That's who he couldn't beat out. Y'all miss him? I miss him. The RPOs. I miss them. But you hated the RPOs. You hated them. Listen, I don't make the rules. This be you make just deciding that you just gonna shit on what's great. And yes, I'm biased towards Doug. Damn right, and I admit it every single time. As long as the man is my coach, I will never worry about the Philadelphia Eagles. Never. I'm sorry. Like when people be like, "Oh my God, this game, it's a must win. Oh my God, if the Eagles go down 0-2, it's over." Not with Doug Pederson. Not with Doug Pederson. Did y'all forget last year? I don't care if they did play slop. You still got to win those fucking games to sniff the playoffs. 4 in a row. Him and that gingerhead quarterback that people seem to be thinking he's just holding the spot for Jalen Hurts, who, by the way, who's inactive. I tell you, boy, y'all a fucking trip, man. J Bink 2585 says, rather ride their wrong take to the end instead of admit they were wrong. Absolutely. And that's what I love about me. I'm going to talk about myself right now, which I hate to do. That's what I love about me. And that's what's going to be different about the show and the brand of entertainment I'm going to bring. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I want y'all to be like, yo, Blue, you said Marcus Smith was a 12-sack guy? You said the Eagles going to win by 30? Like, what the huh? I can admit I was wrong. That's what makes you human. That's what makes it fun. That's what gives you credibility with people. Like, yo, I had a better prediction record than Blue. He gonna hear about this, and we can laugh and joke about it. But if you like, no, they would have did this. If they would have did that, I would have been right. My predictions would have been right. Like, who cares about you being right? That's why this show is by a fan for the fans. I'm gonna leave all that real shit to you journalists. I'm not a fan. I'm a journalist. I'm just keeping it real. Well, my name is Real Prince Blue. I keeps it real too, motherfuckers. I just choose not to hit people over the head with negative shit. Oh, Carson Wentz threw 2 interceptions. Boom. Oh, he was holding the ball too long. Boom. Oh, he's ginger headed. Boom. Oh, he might be MAGA. Boom. Like, god damn. And then wonder when people be like, why so-and-so overpaid to come to Philadelphia? Because of you, motherfucker. If I can make money and not deal with bullshit, guess what I'm going to choose? If I'm an athlete and I'm fucking calling the radio and all I hear is, man, you even though you average 30 and 16, you suck. You not in good shape. And you eat 10 pounds of pork roll before you wake up in the morning, but you trying to tell MB he out of shape. I can hear you slobbing and slurring because your tongue is so big that means that your neck doesn't fit normal clothing. But you telling us that Embiid is out of shape. Eagle Eye says Carson needs to step the fuck up this week, no doubt. That's no doubt. But my boy Jay Bink down here, he's normally good with the prediction. He said Eagles by 10. And you know what? I'll take that. Number one, it's a pick 'em. And number two, Doug loves teaching that little prodigy that people swoon over, that little axe jail heroin motherfucker, Sean McVay. Doug loves putting him over his knee and spanking his ass every time they play. Like, okay, boy wonder, I done forgot more football than you had dates, boy. Let's go. Gosh, I'm going to kick your ass. That's probably what Doug said. All right, that's my spiel about the media, man. I'm sick of them motherfuckers. Tony Pauline, that's the most you'll ever hear about that motherfucker on my show. You don't even got a blue check. What the fuck is Pro Football Network? Let me get off of it. Number one, speaking of that, Jay, I'm glad you said that. He was by 10. Hargrave's back. Miles Sanders back. I'm sorry, Hargrave. Now, shit, you put an S on there now. That's when you really a Philadelphia athlete, when you put an S on the end of people's names. Samuels. Hargraves, Chase Daniels. Why we always fucking up people names? But anyway, Hargrave back, Miles Sanders back. Devontae Freeman was in for a workout, but then Garoppolo said that there's no deal yet. I don't know why. How are you getting on my goddamn nerves? Oh yeah, Lane Johnson back. Yeah, I'm on YouTube, Eagle Eyes. It should be streaming live at my page, Real Prince Blue. It should be streaming as we speak. Um, so all those main players back. We talk about main players, key cards. Like I said, I think Miles Sanders is the MVP of the Eagles. Did you see those running backs last week? Trash. I said it. Clement couldn't find a G spot on the 10-pound. You know what? Dude couldn't find any hole. Like, not one. You can't find one hole. But we got all this coming back, and y'all still acting like y'all afraid. What are y'all afraid of? P. Rob said Freeman won't be here for a visit to the week due to COVID protocols. Okay, so there we go. Rube also another good one. Shout out to Rubes. He's very good. Good with numbers. Good with getting scoops. Right, Eagle Eyes. There's always one hole. I don't know how Clement missing it. So, Jay Bink, let me ask you this, Jay. You think Freeman is good as a lock? I mean, my thinking is, why would he come here if he knew he wasn't going to get signed? Him working out to me is just to make sure that he's all good. Like, you don't bring him in. Number one, his agent doesn't say go work out if he didn't have a spot on his team or he didn't see that he could possibly be the number 2 back. Already, even wherever he is, he's the number 2 back on his team. Right. More than that, get his cash. He's going to get the carries, and he's going to get to split them. So he's going to be fresh if they looking for another running back next year, either here or somewhere else. Iron said, I think the Eagles let him know a while ago what the deal was. What you mean, Iron? You mean like they told him that he's going to have to split carries and he wasn't down with that? Or they told him the money is the money and it's not going to change? Let me know what you mean. Why wasn't he signed 2 weeks ago when they knew Miles was ready, though? I think because they honestly thought that Clement and Boston Scott would be it. And then they saw them in game, and then they saw the tape, and they said, nah, look how bad our offense looked without Miles Sanders. Look how the defense could just tee off. Look how I was limited in my run calls. You know Doug is from the Andy Reid tree. This is the one thing I'm going to say about him. If the run ain't working, he's going to abandon it. So you got to be productive. If you're not productive, he's going to start throwing the ball all over the place. December management, Twitter, follow. They explain why all the signings will be after week 2. Oh, I didn't get that one, Jay Bink. What does it say? Help me out a little bit. They told him they would pick him up, no guarantee money after the first game. Oh, shit. I didn't think about that, Iron. I appreciate that. Okay, so that makes sense. So it's a money thing. Well, honestly, we should have won the first game. I get why they was like, give Lane and Miles another game or whatever. Okay, Jay Big. So that means when he signed here, it's going to probably be like per game if there's no money and no guarantees, right? Hey, you know, Eagle Eyes, if there's any way for them to save money and possibly still win, how he's going to do it. That's from the old banner tree. Hey, we don't need superstar wide receivers. If we could just manage to just win just enough. That's how it's always been. It's never going to change. Never going to change. So he comes in next week. I'm thinking he should be signed by Wednesday. Or maybe even sooner than that. But y'all give me some How y'all think the game is going to look? Okay, that's Howie. Always smart. So you think Freeman and I guess Baldina was correct in her report that he's talking to 4 teams and he's about to sign with one, and I guess the Eagles were it. Damn, Baldina keep getting this Eagles scoop, yo. Local media, Philly media, they don't get shit. Baldina always gets the scoop. By the way, check out those Baldina Anderson t-shirts at the website at Real Prince Blue Tea Public. Everything's 35% off. I appreciate everybody that's supported me. Um, Baldina is gonna be part of my parody line. I'm gonna keep making parodies and put them on shirts. And if you like your favorite parody, just go ahead and get it. So far, I got Natalie Stroganoff, Baldina Anderson. I just added Mr. Brown Tooth last night, and today I just added Satan Scammer. Get them all, collect them all. Okay, Eagle Eye said Doug always steps up and when he's back into a corner. 31-17 Rams. I think the Rams will score more than 17, but I like that score. High score in the field, 35-30. Yeah? You like Eagle Eye score? I just want to. You know why I say they're going to score more than 17? Because of Jim Schwartz. He'll have them. He'll hold them to 17 with great defense, and then he'll switch it up. Why? I don't know. I don't know why he lets them play man and it's going so good, and then he switches. Why does Jim Schwartz do that? Help me out, people. Why does shit be working? Why does the defense look so good that all of a sudden they just give up everything? Now I know the other players are getting paid and they can catch on to tendencies and stuff like that, but that don't be tendencies. That be a defense working well, and Jim Schwartz just changes. Last week he stopped moving Slay around. Uh He started that zone shit, and then Haskins started completing passes and getting comfortable. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why he does the things that he does. I told y'all before, he's Brett Brown territory to me. Like, no matter what he does, I'm just gonna hate him. I'm just gonna hate him. I hate his aviator shades. I hate his scheme. I hate the way he looks. I hate the way he calls plays. I hate the way he ties his shoes. I hate it. It's like when you're in a relationship with somebody you can't stand. Everything they do annoys you. Do you gotta chew like that? Do you gotta breathe like that? Damn, what do you mean? Why are you here? That's how I feel. Eagle Eyes, right. I don't know him and I hate his guts. Has to do with his astronaut algorithm. Yeah, I know he's smart. Sometimes you can just be too smart for your own good. Like, I'm a smart guy, but my intelligence is mostly in my ability to improvise and my ability to assess a situation and read the room and know how to adjust to what's going on. Like, I know when to joke, I know when not to joke, I know the right joke, I know the right amount of whatever it is needed to get people. That's why I loved being a police officer. You don't know how many situations I went into where it was like it was dangerous, and I just say one thing and they just forget that they was about to stab or shoot some goddamn body. To me, that's power. Being that's being productive. That's using your gifts. Schwartz, on the other hand, he needs to go ahead and go back to be chemical engineer or whatever the hell he was, because football wise, he's just anybody can play it safe. Are you creating turnovers? Are you creating sacks? Are you playing on the other uh are you creating another line of scrimmage? No, 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 no. Like, are you moving the defensive lineman around? Are you looking at matchups? Are there free blitzers? There were free blitzers with Washington last week. Have you seen any free blitzers from the Eagles? They all watch them blitz. Shout out to my boy Prez. He showed me this long term. Watch them blitz. They all run into each other. There's no like free rusher. They all run into each other. It's like a gaggle in the middle, and they all falling over each other, or they push up the middle. The quarterback runs left or right because the DNs aren't able to clean up because we don't have premium DNs. We have DNs. Like, I like Graham. I like Sweat a lot, but we're not getting what we need. Now, with Hargrave back, Malik Jackson, and Fletcher Cox, I swear I better see them on the field a lot together. Each of them athletic enough to be on the end. If you want to do some type of package with Graham, Malik, Fletcher, Hargrave, and then Sweat on the end, or Barnett, let's fucking do it, yo. Yeah, I hope he just don't have his injury history, Iron. Iron says Sweat reminds him of Curse. Hey, if we could get Prime Freak, remember how happy we was when he came to the Eagles? And then he got hurt. And then it was like he was stealing money. Um, yeah, hurries. I've seen a lot of quarterbacks hurry. You know what quarterback kills me when they're hurried? Russell Wilson. His clock, his skills get better when he's rushed. Like, he can operate in chaos. That's why you got to get him down. You can't rush him. You got to get him down. Aaron Rodgers is another one. Rushing him does shit because he's so good at improvising. Another one, surprisingly, guess who? That guy in our backyard, Carson Wentz. He operates so well out of chaos. That's his downfall. Like, he knows he has those two plays where you're like, there's no way he should have did that in him. And he keeps doing it over and over and over and over. And sometimes he gotta know. Like, sometimes when he does that dip, when somebody's trying to say go, I swear sometimes I'll be like, he's gonna either hurt a rib or he's gonna strain a groin, because that's 300 pounds falling on you, man. Throw the ball away. God damn it, Carson. We need you, baby. Uh-oh. My son's upset about something. Here you go. Here you go. My son always upset about something. Why you wait till I get on the radio to get upset? Mm. But oh yeah, that forward ducking, Trey. It worked. It works like 2 out of 10. But those other 8 times, I'll be holding my breath, yo. Yeah, Eagle, they wait till you busy to start being upset, yo, about everything. Yeah, he's stubborn as hell, but that's when you believe in your gifts so much, yo. You just like Ben Simmons. He believes in his talent so much. He like, I ain't gotta shoot. Fuck y'all. And I'm like, no, Ben, you have to shoot, baby. You can't do that. Okay. Um, let's have some fun today. Um, let's get into. And I know, Iron, you gonna like this. One of my other topics was uh Thirsty Fridays. There's a lot of thirst out there today, Iron. A lot of thirst. A lot of simpage too. A lot of simpage. Um, we had Joy Taylor with her annual thirst post from up high, showing her ratings. Colin Cowherd, half of his ratings is Joy Taylor. Oh man. Hey, Eagle Eyes, you said you had to stop following her. Why? Why you had to stop following her, yo? Man, oh man. Joy Taylor, man. Does she know how to set a thirst trap? It's not even funny anymore, man. She just knows how to do it. Like, it's so weird, yo. She be like, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Man, if you don't put them damn weather predictors down, man, best money she ever spent. Oh yeah, fully clothed traps. She Nobody's beating her. No. Carrie Champion's beating her. Have y'all checked out Carrie Champion's new show? Bruh, it should be sponsored by baby oil, Johnson and Johnson. Oh, I had to turn off the game. What we doing? Too much thirst, Eagles. Earl Watson effed up. Did he? Or is Joy? We always say so and so messed up, but do they always mess up? Like Halle Berry, Jennifer Lopez, Joy Taylor, multiple marriages. It can't be. It can't be the men. It can't be just the men all the time. Are they all bad? I don't know. Whose legs are as long as Pennsylvania? Joy Taylor. I mean Maria Taylor or Carrie Champion. But if you see her new show, man, like what, bro, and and God bless Jamel. Like, Jamel, ain't nobody trying to see you, girl. We barely trying to listen to you. You just there. But oh, this is what I want to talk about. I'm glad I brought up Carrie Champion. This is what I want to talk about. On her last show, y'all heard about Chris Evans, right? I think he sent like a dick pic to somebody or something. I don't know. Um, and Carrie spent like a couple minutes showing thirst towards Chris Evans, Captain America, shooting her shot, as you will. And I'm gonna tell you why that bothered me. Because Iron, Eagle Eyes, I'm assuming, Trey, all in here, black men talking about Carrie Champion. When Carrie Champion was on ESPN or anything that she does, when you check Twitter, it's all black men that's giving her praise. But what did she thirst after? Chris Evans. Don't even get me started on Ryan Russillo. She actually tweeted that he looks good and all this stuff. So, these Nubian goddesses, or whatever you want to call them, they get all the thirst from the brothers, the good black men, or whatever you want to call them. But they don't seem to reciprocate that. Like, you never hear it. Like, she legit took 2 minutes out of her show to shoot her shot with Captain America. I'm telling you, there's something wrong. Everybody be thirsting after the people they thirst up over don't be looking like the people that they be trying to talk about or be giving them props. So, I mean, y'all can take that as y'all will, but um I mean, Eagle Eyes, you said Maria Taylor would never do that. I don't think she will. I don't think she will. Uh she gives props enough to black men. Um Speaking of black men, shout out to Jonathan Irons. Do y'all know who Jonathan Irons is? Do y'all know? Anybody? Jonathan Irons is the wrongfully convicted black man that 4-time WNBA champ, 2-time MVP Maya Moore left the WNBA for to fight for him to get his conviction overturned. And what did she do? The news just broke 2 days ago that they're engaged to get married. No, they are married. What? Shout out to my black king. Number one, I ain't even think Maya Moore was a baseball person. Take that as you will. Like I Maya Moore, like, what? Well, moving on now to the east side. That's pretty much what happened. My man spent 20 years wrongfully convicted, eating ramen, waiting for his cellmate to either go to sleep or not be in the room to jerk off, to coming out of prison to Maya Moore. I said, I guess that prison D hit different. Listen, my man probably a super soaker. 20 years? Bruh. God damn. Like, bruh, like she quit the WNBA. She was the best player in the whole league. When she first left, I thought she was like advocating for everybody. No, she was advocating for one dick. Jonathan Irons. Those visits must have been something special. Like his hand on the glass, like, girl, oh man, when I get out of here, you want to talk about WNBA size balls. My balls are bigger. Let me see your hands. Oh yeah, you could palm my balls any day. That's probably what was the conversations. Maya Moore, man. Not only did she get a black man out of prison, but she pretty much got him like he better not cut up. She'll be like, "Oh, what? Call your parole officer. Tell him you in here yelling at me like you out your damn mind." And I guarantee you he got a PS5. I bet you Maya Moore bought that man a PS5. She probably got one early. She probably spent all her $46,282 salary from the WNBA getting that man some polo. Like, how much commissary did he save up to buy her engagement ring? He probably sold all his sodas, all his ramen, all his M&Ms. Oh man. And I used to be a correction officer, so I know how much commissary, how much currency that is. Like dudes be like straight. Like I'm gonna give you one story. Like I was inside the pod, and it was like it was a they was playing cards, and they just started fighting. And I'm young, right? I'm still shadowing a correction officer because I'm in training. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, oh, they always fight if they owe each other money, so they can get put on lockdown and they don't have to pay their debts. Like what? Like yeah, man, honey buns, the most expensive currency next to drugs and cigarettes and booch is honey buns. Honey buns will get you shanked in prison. especially the ones with the white icing. Man, listen, you liable to lose your honey buns. His nickname. You liable to lose your life over iced ICED honey bun. The ones that be in the gas station. That's like 50 cents or some shit like that, 75 cents. Man, that's why I got diabetes now, man. Them damn ice honey buns, yo. They so good, yo. You ever seen one? It's like 800 calories, like 68 grams of sugar or some shit, and one. Like I couldn't. I haven't had one in, I want to say, 3 years. Since I've been diagnosed with diabetes over 3 years ago, I haven't had a honey bun. Like that would take me out. Like all my insulin would be gone. Like used on like one honey bun. Iron said a year now his cellmate Quan gonna do a tell-all. No, he gonna start getting random calls from his cell phone. Who is? Bitch, don't be calling my house. Yeah, this Jerry. Yeah, Jerry from Jerry 126875 from Ohio Correctional Facility. Is Jonathan there? J Iron there? Tell him, yeah, he owe me 6 pack of ramens, and I'm gonna whoop his ass when I see him in 12 to 15 years. Click. Yeah, Lucy's quarter water, bootleg, and honey buns. Listen, that currency be lit. Shout out to Jonathan Irons in the judicial system. Because they allowed that man to get Maya Moore while behind bars. Shout out to Jonathan Irons. You got to do what you got to do. Iron honey buns. Yeah. Oh, man. I just wanted to get that out the way. And then, y'all already saw one of my topics. I thought we've been through this when I forgot that he used to be at Cowboys, and then he played for like the Saskatchewan Seaman Dwellers or some shit. He played for like the Canada Cum Crunchers. I don't know, one of those teams he played for. But he says he tried to act like it was. He tried to act like he didn't understand the appeal of Jill Scott, and I flamed him. I put a tweet out. It went viral. It went to everybody. Whole bunch of likes, whole bunch of retweets, and the overwhelming support for Jill Scott was duly noted that you don't fuck with Jilly from Philly. But in the mix of that, I started seeing like some weird comments when it came to a big, beautiful woman. And, I'm a card carrying member of the BBW community. So I was trying to figure out, what exactly is the problem? Like I noticed like so and so, y'all have all these slick comments, and then once they start slimming down, you're like, yeah, she looks good. No, she been look good. She been beautiful. Like, what's the problem? Like Adele. Adele was beautiful when she was plus size. Now she looked like you remember those WWE ice creams with just the stick and then the big ass ice cream on top of the stick? That's what Adele looked like now. She looked like a half crescent moon. Her head is shaped like a big ass 800-watt light bulb. It's like this. So, men, and I know preference. It's my preference if I want to like a skinny. Okay, duly noted. But guess what? If you like what you like, fine. But don't be attacking the BBWs, yo. Like, like my homegirl on Twitter, ESPN Frankie. Shout out to her. Like, like funny, intelligent, beautiful. Like she very witty on her feet. Like her tweets is hilarious. Y'all need to follow her at ESPN Frankie. Um, and people just be trying to come at her sideways, and I'll be like, yo, like, but one of those quote unquote builder thoughts, they be like A B C D E F G. I'm on the tree. Ha ha. Here go the simps. You so funny. You so funny. What? She just said her ABCs. Guess what? She's not going to let you smell her underwear. She's not going to mail them to you. She ain't going to acknowledge. She don't even acknowledge your like. Like them builder thoughts, they be having like 300,000 retweets, 800 likes, and they don't respond to nobody. So you simping, you super simping. S on your chest ain't for Superman. It's for super simping. You super simping for nothing. And 90% of you that super simping, you have a woman. You paying more attention to the builder thoughts than you are your own woman. When's the last time you told your own woman she was funny, or she looked good, or you want to drink her bathwater like you be telling random ass strangers? When was the last time you told your significant other that? I'll wait. Never. Like no man. KM, what up? My man KM, where I thought I sent it to him. Here you go. Booyah. I just sent the link, KM. Like when, like I don't understand. Like no man can come in my wife's life and give her a compliment that I haven't already gave her, or I don't give her daily. Sometimes my wife just walk past me and I'll be like, yo, you know it's on, right? All right. She looks better. She looks better every day I look at her. Sometimes she just catch me staring at her and she be like, what? And it's not even it's just that, like I hit a home run. I'm Roman Quinn and I hit a home run. You know how hard it is for him to hit home runs. That's what I did with my wife. I hit a home run with my wife. Some of you that be simping on Twitter or social media for people and you got significant others, you must don't feel like you hit a home run, or you don't know what a home run is. So you be out here giving total strangers more energy than you give your own woman. Speaking of somebody that hit a home run, and he'll tell you every single time, like
Fucking
it comes
right.
up
You
like
best believe that.
it comes up like 8 times when we be talking. We do our weekly talk, and Mark be like, "Yo, me and Elise," like he mentions his beautiful wife every 5 minutes, and that's how it's supposed to be. Now that's
Damn
not
right, bro.
simple. That's appreciating what you got and loving what you got. My man Karate Mark always joining me. What's up, my brother?
Yo, you're what's up. Congratulations.
Oh,
Congratulations.
thank
You
you, thank
you
you,
deserve
thank
the
you.
best. You started just by playing the fuck around and having fun. And me and a bunch of other assholes started following, and now the world's following, bro. And for real, you deserve the platform. Your hashtag is exactly who you are and what your show is. It's real time. Nothing fake about it. So whatever y'all been talking about all night, I can't say anything without congratulations. The king of the cast. The Prince of the
Thank
Pod.
you, my
The
brother.
Prince of the
Thank
Pod.
you.
King of the
Thank you,
Cast.
my brother. I appreciate it. If it wasn't for y'all, man, and y'all joining in and having a good time, like nobody will recognize me. Like, it's some people that have been doing this for years and nobody's approached them to take them national or believe in them and want them to do something else. So I appreciate y'all. And the first show under the Last
That's
Out
for you, bro.
Media Network, appreciate you, brother, will be Sunday night. So I'm a glorified post game wrap up. Man, if when the Eagles win, it's gonna be lit Sunday night, 8 to 9:30. Make sure you tune in. But KM, pretty much what I was just talking about was number one, I was talking about the disrespect of the BBW community. But then I was talking about how men simp for women that's not theirs, and they give women that are strangers more energy than they give their own. Now you and I are cut from the same cloth. Like our woman is, is I don't want to say it's who we are because we're our own person, but they're a huge part of what we are and who
Yeah.
we are and what we do. So can you explain like that mindset when you've hit a home run and you've got a great one, and how do you approach that every day? Because I mean, let's be real. I mean, let's be honest. Like you got some fucked up people in the world that if they see you happy, they see you with Alicia, they see me with my girl, they naturally they want that what you have. And number two, some of them even stupid enough to motherfucking try you. So how do you deal with that on a day-to-day basis when you know that, my wife knows I got the best thing going and she knows she got the best thing going? So how do you approach that every day?
I mean, you said it. We both know each other, so the daily approach is nothing. Like one thing that I love to say is every relationship requires work, but shouldn't be work.
Right.
You don't go to work to hang out with your girl. A girl don't go to work to get affection from her dude. But every relationship takes sacrifice. Every relationship takes work. Um, I've seen a lot of people. Shit, man. Me and Alicia, we're married over 14 years now. There's a lot of my friends married, divorced at this point. I got friends married twice at this point. And what I've seen in my experience and in my opinion, or I've seen people get married for what I would consider the wrong reasons. We got pregnant. Oh, I guess we're supposed to get married now. We've been together for 5 years. Oh, I guess we're supposed to be married now. So I've seen people supposed to be married, and then the foundation was never there. Like me and Alicia fucking like each other. We enjoy each other's company. And that's why we got married. Like she's cool. I dig her.
Mm-hmm.
She don't mind me. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, let's be honest. It doesn't hurt that you're a top selling artist. Um, when your Sugar Ray days. If y'all don't know, Mark posted a
I
picture.
didn't know where you were going there, bro.
Mark, my man KL posted a picture on Facebook of him and Alicia. Like, I don't know if they were in a dorm, but it was somewhere with a lot of damn pictures.
That's
And
her
he
girl.
looked
It was
like
her
fuck.
girlfriend's bedroom. The girl that introduced us. A girl that I grew up with. That she
Well,
became.
your girl introduced Alicia to Mark McGrath, the Sugar Ray. Oh my God. He looked just like Mark McGrath for Sugar Ray. Yo, as soon as I saw him, I was like, every morning there's a I just had it in my head,
And that's
yo.
why I text you, bro. You had me singing them fucking songs. I didn't realize how many Sugar Ray songs I knew.
Yo, I swear I love Sugar Ray, yo. I love their first album, 1459, 15 Minutes of Fame. They tried to make fun of it. But yeah, they was listen. I had it. I admit it. I had it. They're in my iPod. Well, not my iPod. They're in my Apple Music as we speak. But man, you look just like them. But
Yo, I
um,
started the blowout. I was the original blowout. And I started that shit by accident. I ain't have enough money to get a haircut. Like, for real.
Oh, you Bob Rossed it?
Yo, this girl picked me up and fell in love with me when I was jobless. No haircut for like 6 fucking months. So I just got the shit and puffed it the fuck out, you know? And then 6 months, and then a couple months later, the fucking Jersey Shore boys got it. The NSYNC's got it. I'm like, come on, this is my fucking style.
Oh, you had the who had that one? I forgot who had it, but somebody had that spiky look. But you know what? That's the gift and the curse of women. They can see the potential in men, good and bad. Like they always believe that there's something underneath that guy. Now, when you run into the really vain ones, they can't see past what their eyes are, what is in front of them. But Alicia saw underneath the the
Baby
blowout.
blues, yo. She got lost in the baby blues. I can't help
She
it.
got lost in the baby blues, man. She saw what, and look at you guys now. 14 years later,
That's 14
man,
years.
going
20 years later.
20 years later. See, look at that.
More than half
Most
of my
people.
life, bro. More than half of my life I've been with her.
That's a beautiful thing, man. You guys been together longer than most sitcom marriages. But yeah, man, I just had to shout you out on that, man, because nobody shows love for their queen. I don't think more than you do, man. Like she knows she don't ever have to worry about you. You don't never have to worry about her, and that's a beautiful thing, man.
Oh, man, thank
That's
you.
that's that's
That
the
means a lot.
best thing. And she's pretty funny when she's not trying to give me dad jokes. Hey, y'all, listen to this. I went on a trip to Tennessee, right? So Mark's wife Alicia said, soon as we hit the state line, you should turn to your wife, look at her. No, never mind, I'm driving. Rub her hair and say, you're the only 10 I see.
Come on, you ain't even delivered the line right. You got rubber cheek and say, you from around here? No, why? Because you're the only 10 I see.
First of all, why would my wife say no? Why? First of all, I know where she's
Well,
from.
I mean, she would look at you and say, the fuck you talking about?
Right. That's why I told y'all I'm not trying to dry my wife up. Like I can't say that. Like I'm too young for dad jokes, man. Once I start doing dad jokes, like I already told you my picture joke, right?
Nah.
Remember I said
Yeah.
what do you call a white pitcher with 3 strikes?
WWW.
Okay. What is he, a website? Oh my god. But nah, man. But KM, you okay, let's talk Sixers, KM. Since I got you on. Did you hear it's Lou Donovan and now Mike D'Antoni? Talk to me, bro.
Who was the OKC guy?
That's Donovan.
That's Donovan. Where's D'Antoni from?
Houston.
Is that the current coach of Houston right now?
Right. He told him he's not coming back.
And he kind of got like the slicked over hair, always
Yeah.
purple
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Shit, man. I don't want nothing to do with that guy because Brett Brown thought we were Houston. You know, I've said that to you multiple
There you
times.
go. There you go. Yeah.
I can't say he's going to come in with the same philosophy. I mean, I have fucking James Harden. You know what I mean? Like, you don't got to write up much of a game plan when you got somebody who could drop 50 without thinking. So if that's his style, I want nothing to do with him. D'Antoni, I see a lot of people like, oh, if D'Antoni, or I'm sorry, Donovan. If Donovan comes, then, you know, Joe better be ready to run, blah, blah, blah. I feel Donovan actually plays with the player he has. So I'd be okay with that. But you know where I'm at. I don't know coaches. I don't follow coaches. I follow players. I don't follow players. I follow fucking Philly. And I watch the NBA. And I feel like I'm very educated in the NBA. But I don't know this coach from that coach. And quite frankly, none of us do. You know where my argument is for Sam Cassell. Sam
Mm-hmm.
Cassell, he was a rookie. He came in and he won a title. He give me the ball, and he won a title. He played with Akeem Olajuwon. Akeem Olajuwon is top 5, my top 3. He's my top 2. But for the sake of argument, he's top 5 centers all time. And Joe is supposed to be Akeem Olajuwon. We got Ben, who's supposed to be one of the greatest players the sport has seen in the last decade. But he's got to solidify that point guard role. So I say bring Cassell in. Smack Ben in the face and say, you're a point guard. Smack Joe in the face and say, play like the fucking man. That they gave him a stack of DVDs when he was still living in Cameroon and said, you know that story, right?
Yeah.
When he's playing soccer and volleyball over in Africa, and the NBA world said, bro, here, watch these DVDs. You could be this guy.
He mimicked Hakeem Olajuwon.
That's ignorant as shit to say that, and I 100% agree. Like, you're talking somebody looks and moves like Dream? Come on. Nobody looks and moves like Dream. Joe does. Joe can. So give me Cassell. From my uneducated opinion, give me Cassell. He's a point guard, and he played with the best center that ever fucking stepped foot.
I'm with you and Cassell or Lou, because I honestly, number one, both of them are point guards. We got to fix Ben. And number 2, both Lou and Cassell played with arguably 1 and 2 best centers of all time, or top 5. We know damn near Shaq is probably number 1.
Shaq's the only argument that I like. If you put both of them on the fucking line together and say, Mark, you got next pick. Take Shaq. I gotta take Shaq. Shaq's the fucking man.
Oh, Shaq's a beast. There's no rules for Shaq, even though Olajuwon gave him the business both times.
I like Olajuwon better. I'll take Shaq first. I like Olajuwon better.
That makes sense.
I mean, Shaq doesn't have an all-around game. Shaq's just a dominant fucking force that you could put him in any era of basketball. And Shaq's all up here. You can't fucking beat Shaq up here.
No. He was a bully. He had you beat at the tip-off. Because you're like, man, I got to bang with this guy for 48 minutes. Fuck that. Iron KM said, KM is the team ready made for a chip with Embiid and Simmons. A coach will have to match that.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree.
Absolutely. We have the talent, but not the fucking discipline. And that's why I can't give Ty Lue the chance. I don't know if Ty Lue is good. I don't know if he's bad. I don't know if he's amazing, horrible. What I do know, you mentioned his name in Philly. The very first thought is the step over. Devon did a whole fucking episode last night on call into me and tell me why Ty can't come in, and don't give me that BS on the step over because it means nothing. I agree with that to an extent. I agree with that to the fact of it happened 20 fucking years ago. They could just, I could see him being a coach for Philly, and his first day when they introduce the team, have him sit down and have the team step over him when they're being announced, just to get it out of the fucking way and make a joke about it and say, yeah, all right, done. It's out of the it's out there. Let it go now. But at the same time, we have a very undisciplined team right now. So the very first time they butt heads with this guy, you know Joe's gonna be like, man, fuck you. You got stepped over. You know, but Ben won't say nothing to him. Ben will just give him this.
Well, they're both clutch, so who knows what the hell that relationship is going to be about. But my thing is just get it right. But I do like the fact, other than the coaches, I like the fact that the team has been looking at Indiana's a person on Indiana's front office, and Daryl Morey, to be a part of the front office. That's what they need. They need more basketball minds in the building. Like, say what you want about Daryl Morey. Yes, he's in analytics or whatever, but he also knows how to pick basketball players. Like, it was him who said, "OKC, you don't want Harden? Give him to me."
Do you know why
Even
that
though it
never
did,
worked out in OKC? Why did Westbrook,
they didn't want to pay
KD,
him. They wanted to keep Ibaka
over who?
over Harden. They wanted a big man over Harden.
I
They
like
didn't want to
Ibaka.
pay him.
I mean,
And I think it
OKC
was like
had
a
a
$2
solid fucking
million
team.
difference or some shit.
OKC had a solid team and a good fucking run for a while. I do like Ibaka. James Harden on the Rock, or not the Rockets, James Harden on the Thunder. I mean, he fucking changed overnight. He went from
Yeah, he
some
wasn't.
dude
Yeah,
wearing blue to like, yo, ignorant.
yeah,
I like to use that word ignorant against a couple people. Steph is ignorant in the NBA. Trey
yeah.
Young is ignorant. Jamal Murray, his ignorant ass, bro. James Harden, ignorant. Like, you don't pull up on a fucking 10 feet behind the line when you're up 15. That shit's ignorant. And they do it, and I love it because they ice that shit.
Yeah, man, it's just.
You know, it was James Harden didn't have a beard when he was in OKC.
Yeah, you ever seen his chin underneath?
It's so weird, bro.
It looks like a dick, yo. It's like a dick. That's what it looks like. He has a dick chin. He better not ever shave that shit, yo. Like, I bet you if I was to shave my shit off right now, my shit would look so bad. That's why, man, I love my beard. That shit ain't going nowhere.
Well, you
Like,
seen what
my
I look
wife,
like. You seen what I look
yeah,
like without a beard.
yeah, yo. But man, when I think about it now, I just think like I just want them to get the front office right, get the coach right, and at least we have two cornerstones to build. They have to build around these two, and they have to find a system to make. I don't know how much you and I can emphasize enough. You have to find a system, and if it's from Europe, I don't want the coach. It cannot be Europe. It can't be. We do not have a European team. We have a bunch of bigs, and they have to get rid of Al Horford. They have to.
You know what we did? 2016. 2016, we had a European team. And I know I remember that year specifically because I remember they showed something like how many players they carry on an NBA team, like 15. And I think like 11 of them were non-American born.
Yep,
And I
including
went to
Ben
Greece that year.
and Embiid.
I was in Greece that year, and dog, Greece. As many fucking 7-Elevens are on corners in Philly, or as many basketball courts on corners in Greece. I never knew how fucking popular basketball was in Greece. And I'm walking around there with Philly shit on. I was a fucking celebrity wearing Sixers stuff because they seen all non-American born players playing an American sport. And a lot of people call them like the United Nations of basketball, you know, and we had a European squad. We fell away, or whether we fell away from that, traded away from that, evolved away from that, Brett continued to coach a European
Play that
squad
same style.
that didn't fucking exist.
Yeah, he did.
I'm okay with European ball. I like European ball. But you got to have the
If we have
players.
the pieces. Yeah, if we have the pieces. But we didn't have the pieces. So Mark, I was also talking about how
I'm listening. Gotta grab a
you
fresh
missed
one.
it. You good. The Philadelphia media, how they have this weird obsession with pounding the fan base over worst case scenario, scorched earth scenarios. There's always a slant to how they report about the teams here.
Yeah, I seen you touch on that earlier.
Does that?
In your most
I'm
elaborate
trying to.
ways you do on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. How does, as a fan, um, I know some people who just don't listen to it; they just ignore it. But my thing is, when you're a fan, you want to consume everything that's about your squad. So you want to hear about matchups. You want to hear about takes on how they could do this, how to do that. But it always seems like it's always why the Eagles or the Sixers or the Flyers or the Phillies. It's always why they will lose versus why they will win. To me, it's easy to say, like it would be easy. It was easy in 2017 to say the Eagles are going to lose to the Patriots because Bill Belichick and Tom Brady is the greatest of all times. That's easy. I could write an article on that.
Mm-hmm.
Be different. Hey, why can the Eagles win? Be different. Why are people, and mainly when I say people, I mean the media, why are they such a pack rat group of, all right, you have that hot take, I'm gonna have that hot take. Like when we listening to the radio, they sound the same from 6 all the way up till midnight. Give or take a few different people. Like all week last week, it was why Doug Peterson is a dumbass or why he shouldn't be this or he shouldn't be that. And it was like it's a groundswell.
Well, I think
I'm just
look at the news. Look at every news station across the world. Negativity sells. Negative. You click on the 6 o'clock news, you're going to see 10 fires, 10 robberies, 10 murders before this community event. Negativity always sells. You got national reporters talk about Philly. They still fucking talk about Santa Claus and the battery. I wasn't alive. I don't think so. What fucking year were the batteries? Like
like I don't even remember. Like
whatever the
the
fuck. I was
60s?
Yeah, I was born in '81. Yo, like that shit is ancient, but it sells. And the local people, negativity sells. I'm gonna do my story today. I'm gonna make my topic today. Shit, you know my boy Mike in the afternoon. He loves getting people riled up. He'll just bring up some shit that's like, let me just say whatever the fuck's going to get people fired up. It sells. So do they feel that way for real? Probably not. I can't see like every national person thinking Philly's a fucking dump. I can't see every fucking city in the world. The only thing that happens is fire and robberies. But that's all people click on to.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
how many times you scroll on something and you see a positive community event? Oh, let me read about that. How many times you scroll through and you see a murder? Oh, shit, what happened? And that's not even like a negative thing from the reader or the viewer. That's nature, bro.
Yeah.
So I think the locals, it's somewhat scripted, somewhat nature. It sells. You can't talk happy
But
all the time.
I get it, but it's not
I don't agree
organic.
with it.
Like,
I don't agree with it, but that's my
right.
explanation for it.
I know, but I'm just saying, why can't it be organic? Like everything is a debate culture now. Like it's like you got First Take and you got what's the other one? What's the other one?
I literally watched zero.
Undisputed.
I literally watched zero of them.
Right.
Not a
And
second.
what you get up, what you got is like, and they meet together in the morning, so they go over the topics, and they
You know
already
there's a
know what
program
side
director and a boss that says yes, no.
right. They already know what sides they're gonna pick. That's what I love about. And again, I'm gonna plug my own show and some of the other podcasts. T. Will, everybody else, Chris Afanti and them go like. I love when it's organic. Like that's why I don't like before this. Did I tell Mark? Did I tell you what we was going to talk about?
Go for it.
No, I said, do I ever call you and be like,
Oh,
"Hey, Cam,
no,
this is
no,
what we're
no,
going to
no,
talk
no.
about"?
I thought you said, did you? Do you? Nah.
No,
Never.
I like this. I like the spontaneous nature of the show. Like when you'll call me and you're going to the convenience store to get a 6-pack.
Live
That's
robberies.
organic. Yeah, that's real shit, man. It's like, let's go. Like, why does everything have to be like, especially when it's like, okay, MJ scored 35 points last night. He's averaging 35 a year. Is he the MVP? Yes. You got one side say yes. Then you got the other side that's like, no, he's not the MVP because this. Now, do you really believe that, or you're just saying it for argument's sake? Because
Argument's sake.
exactly, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, 1+1 is 2, correct? No, because there's a way in the Babylonian system that you could get more than like. What are we doing here? Like, it is what it is. Like,
You ever seen the meme? It's like it's a picture of like a fucking stick, and it's like to
mm-hmm.
prove that nobody will ever agree with you. Here's a stick. Now prove me wrong. And then you look at the comments like it ain't a stick, it's a fucking branch. That ain't a stick, it's a fucking twig.
That's exactly what it is, man. Like, come on, man. Like, we got it, and
If it
that's
was a
what
branch, it would have leaves on
right. It's just
it.
telling you, man. That's why, like, I'm really like I'm enjoying this. Um, like when Last Out Media Network came to me and we was brainstorming on like how we're gonna do this show, and they asked me, they was like, "Hey, like what time do you want to go on?" I was like, I would like to start the week and end the week. Therefore, I can wrap up the week, and then I can also wrap up the weekend
Yeah.
and start the week. So it's pretty good both ways. And then it was like, well, when do you want to re-air the show? And I was like, man, I don't want to do it at night because people are ready for bed and stuff like that.
Except me.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm the only one
fucking
being done work now.
fucking vampire. But like, and then I was like, man, what about in the mornings where I know, where we know people are like at their desk or they're tired of hearing the same shit. In the morning, like they want to hear something positive. Like if the Eagles win by 40, they don't want to hear about a third down play that didn't work. Like they want to hear like, hey yo, we kicked their ass. Like they don't want to hear a negative spin on things. So, shout out to my boy John. Uh the owner over there, he was like, fuck it. You're gonna be the first morning show or last out. You're gonna be the first and only. And I was like, well, shit, let's do it. Like, I don't mind going against the big boys. You got Joe Cameron, you got John Ritchie, then you got your boy Hoagie over there at
His name is
97.5.
Anthony. His name is Anthony.
And his name is what's his name? What's his name? His name is Anthony.
His name is Anthony.
Oh, okay. Anthony Gargano, aka
Yes.
Hoagie. Yes.
Who
So
we
I
see
don't.
different. We see different.
You see a different type of hoagie, or you don't see a hoagie at all?
Hey, I ain't here to change minds. I'm here to speak my own.
I'm gonna get you one day. I'm gonna be like, oh man, he was right. He is a hoagie. Nah, but
You better get me with some video or audio evidence for me not to like that fucking guy. Seriously.
All right, I'm a doctor a video of him like kicking a kitten or something.
That's terrible.
See, I told you he was bad. Look how he kicking that cat. But nah, man. But just to give somebody a little different flavor or something in the mornings. You know what I'm saying? And you can download it whenever you want, listen to it whatever you want. So that's gonna be good. But I want to stress everybody to listen to the live stream as well as listening to when it's re-aired. And I'm I'm available for download on all major platforms or whatever you want to call it. Spotify, Apple, TuneIn, iHeart, check it out. The re-air on lastoutmedianetwork.com, and also there's more big news on the way. I can't divulge it yet because they're
Good.
still working on it, but there's some more collaborations coming down the pike. But as I said, nothing changes. You know, you're still gonna get KM, you're still gonna get Shantae, you're still gonna get Reg from time to time. Like, I'm gonna have also guests and stuff like that on, you know, from the national spotlight, your Mertiduses, your whatever you know, your Austins, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna work hard to bring you great content. I appreciate all of you. Eagle Eye said, "Am I gonna do Cinemax?" No, no Cinemax.
That's
I
after
remember
10. That's after
they
10.
got sloppy towards the end because you could actually see the sock. So I was like, man, they just destroyed it for me. Like, get out of here,
I
man. I
just got
said,
one
like,
request for you as you move forward in your new endeavor here. Do
what's
not
that?
fucking tag me on Facebook. Do not mention that I was on your show on fucking Facebook, because Karate Mark and Sensei Mark are two different fucking people.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Sensei. I got you.
Sensei Mark don't drink. He don't say fuck. He don't, you know.
Your Sensei. Thank you, Soto.
Nah, like for real though. Like I run the most casual, laid back fucking school like ever. If you come in my school, you got one thing required, and that's work your fucking ass off. There's a lot of people like, I skip all the traditions. Like, you know, we do the bow and stuff, but like sometimes, you know, I don't need you to bow to me. Who the fuck am I? It just come show up to my class and bust your ass and fucking sweat. That's all I need. Some schools are like required bow before you enter the mat. The fuck you bowing to a mat for? If you would like to
You
bow,
respect the mat.
yes,
You respect the mat.
yes, you do, and you could respect the mat by sweating on that fucker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like my place is laid the fuck back. You got one requirement: just come in and bust your ass. That's it, and that's all I ask, and that's all I enforce. I don't care what you memorize. I don't care what rank you have. I don't care what test you take. Because if you come in and bust your ass, all that's going to follow. That's just going to fall in.
Now, what if a ninja walks in? He's like, "Yo, I'm a 3rd degree ninjutsu."
He's going to get laughed at. I'm going to say, where's your fucking boots, yo? Where's
Yo, if a
where's your
ninja walks
thong
in
boots?
and he be
If
like, "Yo,"
you claim to be a ninja and you don't rock thong boots, you ain't a ninja.
listen, a ninja walks in and he's like, "Yo, me and my 4 brothers, we've been fighting crime for a long time from the sewers. My sensei is a rat. Like, you got to respect my gangster."
Oh shit.
Oh, shurikens. They're called shurikens.
Shuriken.
Shuriken. They're called shuriken. Ninja
Shurikens are
stars.
down north.
Shurikens is like, they're like Puerto Ricans from the shore or something, right? Like
Down
shurikens.
north. That's the best thing about Philly. One of the best things about Philly, you could be grammatically incorrect, but geographically correct when you say I'm going down north. Because where I live, you have to drive south to get to North Philly. So there ain't, every English teacher out there will say that's wrong, and I'll say nope, you're wrong, because I need to drive 95 south to get to North Philly.
Fast.
Yeah, you can't drive fast on the boulevard no more. They got them.
What?
Yo, every I think 3 miles, every 2 miles, they got speed cameras. And if you hit that 56, you're getting lit up.
You know what I always wondered? Like, who's the asshole that rolls over the spikes? The ones where you could go forward, but you can't go backwards? Like, who's the asshole that actually went backwards? Like what?
I'll tell you, it ain't the asshole. It was the nice person. It was the nice person that went through and said, "Ah, shit, I didn't pay my toll." And then they go back, and that $1.50 that their heart told them, go back and pay that $1.50, cost them $2.50 in 2 new tires.
You can't.
It's only the kind-hearted people that go backwards on the spikes.
Listen, just get that letter in the mail and pay the fine. And what? Oh, Scuba Meat said Master Splinter can't have hair like KM when he had that Backstreet Boy cut. Yo, he wanted it that way, yo. I told him
Master
why.
Splinter, he's got nappy hair. He couldn't rock the
Well,
Splinter
not the new Master Splinter. The new in the Ninja Turtle reboot, Master Splinter was kind of good, yo.
There was no Ninja Turtles after the first one.
I agree.
The one with Vanilla Ice was semi dope, but
no, I love Secret of the Ooze. I didn't like 3. 3 was trash. They went back to Japan. Like, what are we doing here? Like, come on, man.
I don't believe you love 2 until you start spitting the bars from the Ninja Rap song.
Ninja rap. Ninja.
Alicia's singing it with you, boss. She's right on cue with you in the other room.
Go, Ninja, go. Go, Ninja, go.
Go, Ninja.
I made another funny. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, my God. That shit's so bad, yo.
It was so bad. Have you ever seen a turtle get down? Jamming and slamming to the musical sound. Iceman. Listen, I know a little bit.
You know a little more than a little bit, yo.
No, the first soundtrack was pretty good. Number one, the first soundtrack is pretty good. But listen, you gotta trust. I trust Alicia on everything except Batman vs. Iron Man. But her musical taste is very, very good. Very, very, very good. Except her dad jokes.
I semi agree with that. Now,
well, listen.
I'll give Alicia full credit because I've always Prince for some reason. Prince I've always respected. I've never been a fan until hold up, don't walk away. Don't fucking walk away. I started by saying I've always respected. Now I'll tell you, Prince is the greatest musical artist of all time. He encompasses everything from his voice to the music he writes to the music to the lyrics he writes. He writes music and lyrics for himself. He writes music and lyrics for dozens of other artists that have made fucking gold and platinum albums. His performance on stage. I mean, who's performing on stage comparable to like an MJ? Prince is. Prince, top to bottom, is the epitome of fucking musical artists. But I've never been a fan up until Alicia. Listen to that motherfucker all day, all night, and I'm like,
he's good. Alicia, what's your favorite Prince song?
Okay. What's my favorite? You know what's funny? I actually think there's really no way to go with one, but like one of his newer songs, "Call My Name," is just
that's the best
song.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I just can't stop writing songs about you.
That's my
good.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
I don't know. I love so many of them.
And
I
Adore.
love Beautiful Ones. I love Darling Nikki.
I was just thinking that today. It's on the radio.
You didn't think I was going to hit you with that next bar, did you?
I did not.
I don't know. Like, they're all just so incredible in their own way. I don't know that I can pick one. What's yours?
My favorite one is Adore. Hands down.
Phenomenal.
And second is Let's Go Crazy, because I love the sermon at the beginning.
Yes.
Third is Darling Nikki, because I'm a purge.
Clearly I am too then.
We were going back.
Number 4, I love Scandalous.
Yes.
And number 5, it would be surprisingly, it's Purple Rain. It's number 5.
So
Purple Rain's still a great song.
Yeah, I mean,
it's very commercial, but it's an incredible
the tough
song.
thing is like, how do you not have that at number 1? And
right.
So I had I just am in awe of him because of a few things, but.
Damn, you took my seat.
Sorry, I took your seat. I have to sit down for this.
This what we do
You're
in
gonna
real
get the
time.
emotion.
Mark you out. Alicia, you in.
So I went to see him in concert when he was in Philly. I don't even know what year this was. It probably was like 15 years ago.
Last time he was in Philly.
So I had 2 very different experiences. I went 2 different nights he was here for, and both nights were just a really just outer body experience. So the first night we had first level. So we were eye level to the stage. And it was.
And what happened that night?
You didn't look him in the eye, did you?
No. So yeah, and he actually addressed our group because we were being psychotic and just like screaming the whole time. He's like, "All right, girls, I see you." I'm like, "Oh, I hope so," because we were acting a fool, crying, tears. But actually, I really became a fan of Jill Scott that night because she opened for him, and I was like, "Holy shit! She's fucking amazing." And I became a huge fan of her that night. But
are we allowed to talk bad about Jill Scott on this podcast?
Why would you talk bad about Jill Scott?
I'm just trying to get a rise out of you.
No, he's trying to get a rise out of you. Hold on, let me finish the story, or you're never getting your seat back ever. So you're last out, media. No, I'm kidding. No. He's last out. All right. Anyway, so the very first night, it was just incredible. We had these amazing seats, and the Roots were there. It was just phenomenal. And we had the Purple Rain moment because he disappeared, and then he didn't do Purple Rain yet, so we know it's happening. So everyone with their lighters and everything, Prince, instead of kid, everyone was chanting. Prince. And he finally comes back and he does like a 15-minute version of Purple Rain, sobbing. We were just sobbing. It was literally so incredible. So the next night we went, very different experience. I got these
Prince concert back-to-back nights?
Yeah, back-to-back. So the next night I got these tickets for free for somebody, and they were on the second level. And this night was a very different experience because I really got to understand, I don't want to say understand, but I was like, wow, these rock stars. So anyway, we're up on the second level, terrible seats, but it doesn't matter because it's Prince. So at one point, Patti LaBelle comes up. She's there. Yes. And so she's doing the dance, and they're doing.
Just got it right quick.
So they're doing a dance. They're going, lean back. So they're doing that together. She's doing that with Prince, and I just looked at her. Literally gives me chills, and I have tears in my eyes now thinking about it. And I just looked around the entire stadium. I don't know. Were we in Wells Fargo? I don't
Arena.
know.
Arena. That's an arena.
Sorry.
Don't say stadium.
Sorry.
It's an arena.
So
it's a sports podcast.
Sorry. So everyone in this arena was moving in sync with Prince and Patti LaBelle, and I just was like, holy shit, these two people moved an entire arena to tears and in sync and dancing. I was just blown away by that, because I was like, wow, these two, that's got to be such a rush that you have that power to just move people to sobbing tears. And it was so incredible. It was literally an experience I will never ever forget in my life, and it brings tears to my eyes to this day. He is just
the greatest musical artist. He just
is so incredible, top to bottom. It just chills every time.
I've always told people, him and Michael Jackson to me is 1 and 1A. Those are my favorite artists of all time. I will put their catalog against anybody.
Absolutely.
Even if you want to be like all the Beatles and all this shit, I'll be like, no.
No, so yes, everyone has these amazing songs, but like for me, I just feel like you just hear these songs and you feel them. Like, I'm sorry, when you hear fucking Earth Song and you're like, you're like, what
Right,
the fuck?
right.
Like, you feel that shit. Like, in here, you're like, I'm gonna cry, and this is like, I don't know. It's just like, it's like, you hate to say it does. Like, I feel like no one moves you like that.
Earth
like,
Song is MJ's Earth Song is MJ's.
But that's what I mean. Earth Song, just like a song like that it just like brings out. I don't know.
People pass out when we all remember the Man in the Mirror.
That's my favorite MJ song.
They was carrying people out the arena like this.
That's my favorite Michael Jackson song of all time. Yeah, Man in the Mirror.
You drive somebody. Yeah. First of all, we're going to talk about when I finally see you guys in person. We're going to talk about how the hell you managed to get double back-to-back tickets to Prince. Yeah, and he had the Roots and Jill Scott and
Patti LaBelle. There was more people there. I mean,
you're probably my hero. Like,
it was like what? Literally the greatest 2 days of my, like, besides like my important stuff, like of
Thank you.
Now, was this Prince? Because there's two Princes. There was the Prince that used to do everything, and then it was the second part of his life, the Prince that certain songs he wouldn't perform anymore because he was heavy as a Jehovah's Witness and stuff like that. So which Prince did you get? So he didn't do like Darling Nikki and all that.
I feel like it was probably kind of in the middle of that. Because he definitely did more like a cappella stuff, and he wasn't in there,
humping the stage,
dry humping the ground, dry humping the stage. Like he wasn't, which I wanted because I wanted the full Purple Rain experience. I wanted all of it. I wanted, do you want him? Or do you want? Like I wanted all of it, So we were missing some of that, but it didn't take away. But yeah, Adore is phenomenal, but I feel like you can't choose one because I feel like every time you hear the next one, you're like, that one's fucking amazing too, and that one's amazing too.
That's why he's not. Only people that you could choose a favorite song is one hit wonders, because that's all they got. Now his catalog is, and we ain't even talking about the stuff that he's written for people.
No.
So
Sinead O'Connor. Come on,
he's the Bangles. He's just
so many. It's just so many. He just is like literally, and then just self-taught.
How about when he redid
just
Creep?
Incredible. Oh my God! Did you see that when he did Creep? He did so amazing.
That song? Who does Creep?
Radiohead.
Now, is that Prince's song or he just redid it?
No, he redid it at Coachella. He sang it live at Coachella.
Dope as fuck, man.
Yeah,
one thing that people don't know about Prince, because they think that he was like this aloof guy, and he's a historian, and he's a connoisseur of music. So for him to do Creep, he really respects that song and the mastery of it. Yeah, so for him to do anything with you, like there was a time where he went to see Lenny Kravitz live, and Lenny didn't know he was there. And then he was jamming. And then he told his guy, get me a guitar. And when he went on stage and did American Woman with Lenny Kravitz.
Wow. Well,
and he didn't know he was going to do it. And he just was like, he just respected Lenny's groove and vibe that much that he was like, I can't leave here and not play.
Lenny Kravitz was definitely 2 generations behind his time.
Lenny Kravitz he's phenomenal.
He made
phenomenal
old school rock and roll.
But wait, can we go back to Prince for one more second?
Just
because I've watched this video frequently. Like I don't know how many times I watched him play in the fucking pouring rain at the Super Bowl. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like
who
does that? And he didn't even look like he was getting wet. It's pouring, and
because he does it.
Has like an aura around him.
That's who he is.
It was crazy.
Nope. Oh, you know what? I gotta tell y'all a funny story. I think Golick said it. Golick said one time he was in an elevator and Prince was about to get in the same elevator. I think it was Golick said, and he said his bodyguard came in and told Golick, you have to turn and face the back of the elevator. Prince doesn't like people to stare at him.
I heard that. Turn it
And
around.
Golick was like, I'm not fucking doing that. I was like, listen, if Prince tell you to face the damn wall, you face the wall. Listen, Prince is the only guy that can take your woman in heels.
No, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
My man wore lace, makeup, and heels.
Oh wait, hold on. I didn't even tell you.
Bags your girl, bro. And bags your girl.
The second night too, Morris Day and the Time opened up for Prince. Yeah.
You saw Morris.
Yeah, so it's
This
like
has
I
been
had the
real
full
time.
Prince experience. So I was like,
This
if
has
I
been
hear
real
Love,
time.
like it was literally like I'm telling you, it was.
This has been real time. I just realized I haven't lived a full life. Join me next week when Alicia takes over. Like you saw Morris Day and the Time, Prince
I know.
twice.
It's you. I had the full Purple Rain experience, besides some dry humping of the stage.
All right, I'm gonna try to live up to Alicia's concert experience.
You can't.
I don't know that you can.
I seen Tom Petty once.
I also saw Justin Timberlake multiple times.
I seen Tom Petty once and Phil Collins twice. Done.
Wait a minute. Phil now.
Yo.
I like a little bit of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, but I don't like them to like see him in concert.
No affiliation with Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I might have been like fucking 10 and I went with my mom and her friends and yada yada.
Is that when you went home? Is that when you went home and wrote Someday?
Wait, did you say you were a fan of Beautiful Ones?
I haven't heard Beautiful Ones.
Yes, you have. It's in the movie.
Yeah.
Which one?
In Purple Rain. He sings it.
Oh.
That's where he goes into, do you want him?
What's he do?
Or do you want me? Because I want
that's when he's talking shit to Morris Day from stage, right?
Yep.
Is that when he's talking shit to Morris Day from stage?
No, he's talking to Apollonia. He's singing to her.
Yeah.
So
but Morris Day was there getting mad, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the song, Beautiful One. So yeah, he's singing to her, and she's like in the back watching, and he's getting pissed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Say the password on your head. The password is what?
It's such a good movie. It's such a good movie too.
Let me take it back to Phil Collins for a minute.
No, I love Phil Collins.
Because I always say whatever you're selling, if you're a musical artist, if you're an actor, if you're an athlete, whatever, pick somebody who sells. When you sell to the opposite race, you fucking made it. You made it.
George Michael, Phil Collins,
Elvis,
Doobie Brothers, Elton John.
You know, when Jay-Z went on tour with Linkin Park, that was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I can't say I was a fan of not one of the songs. I don't get down with electric guitars. You know, like I like fucking hip hop. I like hip hop, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But like,
so you like Whitey Ford?
Who?
You really never know what it's like. Remember the guy that did Jump Around?
God, no, stop.
No, but that's why I think.
Dog, you know my top two are Pusha and Jeezy.
Well,
Jeezy, I know.
I'm listening to, you know what it's like. I know what song you're talking about, but no, I don't fucking play that song. Man.
Well, and that's why I think Justin Timberlake is up there on like a Prince level because he's an overall performer.
Yeah.
But he's been charged with being kind of like
on JT. You don't got no dirt on
I want to
JT.
hear it.
No. I mean, like, far as musically, he's been like a culture vulture. Like he doesn't really have respect for the music. He just likes that it can get him a different type of audience. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
Like it's not No, I think he naturally has. So like when I first saw NSYNC, I was like, this white boy got it. Like
Yeah.
whoever he is, he got it.
Yeah, when he ripped his shirt on, tearing up my heart, come on. We knew that shit was real. We knew that shit was real.
But honestly, though, you mentioned NSYNC. JC is the kind of the fucking man. Like, he didn't make, like, JT made it.
Yeah.
But I don't think none of that exists without JC. Because he's the most musically intellectual of all of them.
When he did,
not the most talented.
When he did the Bring It All to Me remix, I swear I didn't know that was him. When he sung with what's the group that they tried to model after TLC? What was it? 702.
Oh,
no, it wasn't 702.
Yeah.
It wasn't them. It was some. Oh, I forgot their name.
Hold on.
But when they had that white boy say, "Are you digging my baggy jeans, my Timbs, my thug appeal?" I was like, "Who the hell is this?" When I found out it was JC.
Oh,
yes.
Baby, bring it
no
up
shit.
To me.
There
Yes.
we go.
He's
Yeah,
the
that was him.
Black.
Yeah, black. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah. Eagle Eye said Gone was fired. Yeah, you could just tell that JT just had a different type of soul to him that you can't hide in pop music.
I don't know, and if that's the case, then he fools me. But it could just be because I like him. So you know, it's like Mike. You don't want to believe certain things because you like. This is like someone you grew up and you like idolize. You're like, oh my god, he's incredible.
Yeah.
So I think so, and this is what. This is just in anything in life. I think it's hard when you feel like a connection with somebody. Whether
you don't want to hear shit. You don't want to hear, like Allen Iverson. I didn't want to hear shit about him being drunk at the bar and coming and scoring 40. Like, I didn't want to hear about that. I didn't want to hear about the womanizing and all that stuff. But the stories I did hear about him, like leaving, like whatever clothes he wore to a city, he would like leave it in his hotel room for the help to like take.
Yeah.
Like he would leave.
17.
I just realized other people are on here. It's like,
it's a glorified Zoom.
It's a glorified
Zoom. I just realized, I'm like, oh yeah, there is other people on here listening.
Worldwide.
Don't worry, you're perfect. Zoom. They love it. They said, Eagle Eye said he could listen to concert stories all night for real. It's just good hearing people because in my life, I've never been to a concert my whole life.
Wow.
Not one.
Well, then
I don't know.
Like 3.
I went to multiple NSYNC concerts.
No, wait, I'm lying.
How many
I went to
years
Summer
I
Jam one
next
year.
to a fucking Justin Timberlake poster, bro.
He did. No, it was a calendar.
I lived in her parents' house for like 6 years. I lived in her parents' house for like 6 years.
It was a calendar.
Before we got our own place. And I moved into her house.
With my calendar.
And I had to live next to that motherfucker. JC, I woke up, that motherfucker staring at me every morning.
Now, is that what made you write I Just Want to Fly?
With his like ramen hair?
Is that what made you write I Just Want to Fly so you could get out of there?
Get the fuck out of here. Yo,
all around the world, people come for
real
me.
talk, yo. You ain't the first person that said that.
No,
like,
he said
I got that shit all the time. And all I get now, yo, you look just like fill in the blank. That
it's
white dude with the tattoo and fucking tattoos and beard. Fill in the blank, bro.
Wait a minute, somebody said he looked like Conor McGregor?
He gets it all. It's just the tattoos and the beard. He doesn't actually look like him.
Oh, I'm like,
you don't look like Conor McGregor.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I went to multiple.
All us white guys look the same.
I went to multiple NSYNC concerts, but Justin Timberlake's concerts they're just amazing.
I'll vouch for that. Haven't been there, but Alicia will record and shit, and the shows that she's been to.
Now
he puts on a fucking show.
Since we've been talking about couple things, nothing. My wife, for some reason, when my wife goes to concerts, she looks so amazing that I'll be like, I'm rethinking you going to this concert song. Like, what is it? I'm pretty sure when Alicia gets ready, you're like, okay, like I guess, but like, man, you can't. Like, I don't know what it is about when women get ready to go out without you. You're like, and you're sitting there probably with a shirt.
Here's your question. All right, honey, you're going to a concert that's going to be 80% women, 15% gay guys, and 5% dudes with their girl. Who are you dressing up for? The one guy on stage that ain't gonna fucking see you?
No.
Wait, he did see him. He did see him, and it was close. She almost didn't come home, Mark. You almost lost the leash of the Prince.
I couldn't even get mad at that. Like, what would I do? Be like, yo, man, my girl cheated on me.
You would have
with who? With Prince.
He would have been the husband formerly known as Mark.
Get the fuck out of here.
That would have been him. Did I redeem myself with that one?
Here it is.
Did I redeem myself with that joke?
Yeah, I would have been like, hey, Taika, Taika's my wife's name. I would have been like, hey, where you at? She's like, well, I'm with Prince, and I'm not coming home.
I'm with Prince
tonight.
And,
I would have been like, well,
we're gonna have some PASSION. That's the song. It's a song. PASSION got me.
Oh man,
you know that song.
Hey,
I know it. I know.
Creed. Alicia met Creed, and she ain't leave me.
I did meet the lead singer of
Scott
Creed.
Stapp
Scott Stapp. Yeah, I met him.
With arms wide open, under the sunlight. I don't know why he's done like that.
Voice right there, bro.
Mark always says that. He goes, I could have made music like this and made millions of dollars. It's like this song, girl.
But he did. He's so humble. He had a great album. I love the whole vibe of someday. Doom, 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 doom. Better things will come my way. I love that song.
Respect, bro. You're losing respect.
But it's the 2-hour mark. You two, 2-hour mark, pun intended.
Nope.
Thank you, Elise, for making for saving the show with your Prince stories. I mean,
yeah, I hope it was.
Oh yeah,
I could talk forever about it. I could talk forever.
The fact you didn't know it was live was funny to me.
No,
You was like, wait a minute, there's other people in here. Who else is here?
Well, I know. I was like, oh yeah, there, because I saw someone write something. I was like, oh shit, who's talking?
Who's writing that? Who's writing
that? I was so into the story, but talking
Who's Iron Apache?
Yeah. No, yeah, but I'm like talking to a friend, but also when I talk about those 2 nights, like I don't even think I do it justice when I talk about it, but I just get so into it.
You can't.
That's a feeling you will never ever be able to describe. You will have to live that.
Yeah, it was, and just all of the other performers there too. Like I said, Jill Scott, which I liked. I heard her music, but like seeing her live, and I'm like,
it's different.
She's
the studio
another
voice
person.
And the live voice.
Hearing that,
you judge the artist when you hear their live voice.
Yeah.
And when they sound live like they do in the studio, that's a motherfucking artist right there.
Yeah, but it's just you just can't explain like the passion that they exude, and you're just like, holy shit, like you feel it like in your body.
Yeah, you get goosebumps when you hear it. It's definitely like. I'm going to go listen to Prince because I got to hear that song again.
You have to listen to beautiful ones. Yeah.
I am. Soon as I get off, I'm going to listen to Prince and put my headphones on and go off. But thank you both. I love you both.
Thank you.
Love you too, homie.
So much. I appreciate you. Monday is the first show under Last Out Media's umbrella. So be ready. I'm going to have fun. I'm just going to continue to do what I've been doing. And hopefully I don't drool on myself, but I think I should be fine.
You'll continue being amazing as always.
Thank you. And you guys have fun. Purple strobes everywhere. Do what you do. I'm going to go do what I do because Prince he does things. So
you couldn't have been named a better name.
But you know what? I was named after my grandfather. So people always think they be like Prince the singer. I'll be like, no, like Prince the sharecropper from South Carolina.
The sharecropper, formerly known as Prince.
Yeah, he owned a pumpkin and watermelon farm. My grandfather, he owned several farms, and
wow.
My mom she was like, if I have a child and it's a son, I'm gonna name him Prince. And I'm okay. So I'm the second, and my oldest son is the third. So
wow.
So is Princess, and Princeton. In that
Yes.
order? Beautiful.
Oh,
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. Yeah, you love that till
Are you
he's
gonna have
coloring your
more?
damn walls. Huh?
Are you gonna have more?
That's a fucking.
I mean, I'm not
confident
opposed.
yes.
Whatever God
Do it.
wants, right? It's in God's hands.
I'm not opposed to it, but that last one, Princeton, the one with the hair,
I told that kid's got a face on him that needs to be in front of a camera. Like,
no, he doesn't. That's his
yes,
problem.
he does, bro. He's got a fucking set of eyes on him that can tell a story without saying a fucking word.
It tells the story that I just did something I ain't had no business doing.
You said that,
But
not me, bro.
with that being said, I love you both. Bob says,
Yes.
hello. We don't make accidents. No, we don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents.
Happy little accidents. Beating the devil out of it.
Game.
That's right.
Blouses.
I love you too. Be good. I'll talk to you really, really soon.
Love you.
And hopefully I'll see you two really soon.
Yes.
Congrats.
Absolutely.
Love you, homie.
Thank you. All right, Mark. That's
Good
enough
night,
beer.
everybody that I didn't know was here.
Stop drinking. Sit. I'm just gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. The fact that you was like, who's talking? Who put that comment up there? What's he saying about Prince?
I know. I was like, oh, someone said gone? Oh, yeah, there's something people talking about.
All right.
I wish I could go back and see comments now because I'm sure I missed quite a few.
Oh, they're here. Look. Meth threw me a Wu-Tang flag I have in my basement. I still talk about the story.
Yes. Oh, my God. That's awesome.
Let's see if we still find one. Let's see.
Wait, can we see them? Or only you can?
Yeah, I'm about to put them on the screen. Let's
shit.
see.
If we were watching live, we'd be able to see all.
Oh, here, KM slinging crack to the ticket scalpers. That's how she got to see Prince 2 nights in a row.
Fuck, schoolboy, come on, yo.
Sensei crack slinger.
Listen, what happens in the street stays in the street.
Some Schoolboy Meat said Prince had Jerry curls better than Deion Sanders.
Truth.
I mean, those like profiles of Prince with the hair.
The only who ever got away with fucking Jerry curls is what's his name from the Eagles? Come on, what the fuck's his name? Burgess.
Oh no, don't bring up Burgess.
It's the baddest fucking man that ever played on our team, bro.
It sounds like that's another topic for Monday.
Derek fucking Burgess.
He's like, hold that thought until Monday.
Baddest fucking man to ever play on our
You don't
squad.
follow up Prince with Derek Burgess. I'm out.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you. All right, love you too.
Good night.
Peace out. Who's on there? Who's that?